Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and break down this Friday's recap here, and just go ahead and check out the 15-minute and the 5-minute and just whatever time frames we need to look at. And just like the system that we always stick with, pretty consistent. We're always here on the 15-minute chart, and we're using the last 24 hours worth of data to analyze. We were talking about this 200 here through Thanksgiving, and you can see the 21 here on the 15-minute as well. We're just kind of playing along on this area. Now, obviously, as we're getting up into the morning here, we're looking at this before they were expanded, and now they're starting to come together. Obviously, when they start to collide, you're going to start creating some expansion away from each other. And you can see, we were talking about the longer time frame here, where you have this level here running through, which is a strong breakout area. And so there's just your top. We can go ahead and mark this area right through here on the kind of that support area. And now that you can kind of see that, really, we're still just trading right along and through here. So if you were looking at getting in here, just for ease, we need to break through this area. Now, if you're looking at the bigger time frame here, you might say, hey, if we break through this, we're going to run somewhere, right? We're going to go up. And if we're going to go up, where can we actually go? So let's take a look. And I would say off the breakout of the 200, you could come all the way down here. It's up to you. A lot of times I like to take it as more of a break of a trade. So here was the breakout and the run up and topped out. So we could say this was the run up here and got out, or you could just run the full pull area. Obviously, we would be saying, hey, when you break out of this, we're going to shoot up to this level here. And this is where a good target would be. As you can see, we got the breakout of the area that we would be looking for. We did get energy through the Stoches, the MACD as well, and our RSI. So this looked pretty promising. If you were just looking at this, you had the close above and then 1, 2, and we'd be marking this candle right in here to be able to take advantage of. Now, if I jump into the 5-minute, you can see the red flags in the 5-minute. And I say the red flags is because Stoches already topped out. They topped out back here. Stoches are going down, and yet the price action is sideways here. So at the time, it hadn't spiked up. So if you're looking at getting in, we can see this is already trying to turn down. You do have the MACD at this point starting to, it expanded open, but it does show that it could come and cross. The biggest thing for me is you're already topped out on your RSI. It's already gone almost to the move. So if you're asking for this to go further, really at this point, we need a pullback. And we'd want to start looking at it when the price action's back down here, because we're bullish, right? We're above the 21, we're above the 200, same thing with that 15. So we're looking for this to run up. So you had this spike right here, and you're looking for this to tell you to get in. Well, you're waiting for it to get back down here so we can get in. The downfall, when it got back here, it also reset the chart and it broke back down below that 21. So that is, you might say, okay, well, when it gets above the 21, I'm going to get in. That's a great entry now. Well, the first rule is if it breaks through that 21, the 21 in the 5-minute, really you're going to go back out to that 15-minute and analyze price action and see if it's set up where you could still get in, what's going on. The one thing I will point out here on the 15 or the 5-minute here is we're starting to break back above the 21, but are we really going to go on up? Are we going to really, start to break out of here and start to trade out and hit this target up here? And this is the first level right through here that we need to clear for that to happen. This is the last high. And really what you're asking for it to do is kind of build this bull flag here and break out. But as you can see, we really kind of created this little mini head and shoulders here, and we broke on down. The other thing is, though, really what I'm looking at is I can see the RSI topped right through here. We had a topping. Everything was coming down. Stoches are coming down. RSI is topping out. MACD is starting to show from the expansion back to closure where they're getting close together again. And then we had this little run up that made a higher high off of this lower high. But you can see that it's conflicting. Everything else on the indicators are all trying to roll over or top out, and yet we're going up higher. And then we got this breakdown. So anyways, when this is running back up, are you expecting for this to break out of this high? Chances are slow because now you have RSI that's against you. Your MACD had already crossed back through here, and it's still showing possible downwards pressure, even though this wants to run up. And you're about on your Stoches, so that's a good sign for you to run. But we're already showing that it's collapsing in the indicators. Like I said, though, when this broke back down right here, we'd want to go out to that 15-minute again and take a look at what's going on. And let me open this up, because this is from the original 15-minute candle. We went down into the 5-minute and analyzed this data, and I marked this one in the 5-minute, right? Well, you might be asking, like, well, where's this going to go? Well, the first thing I'm going to look at is, again, the same problem when I'm looking at the 5-minute. My Stochs are already topped up. Then I want to pull back. So I want to start looking at getting in when it's down here, or shows that it's going to roll down and turn. So even down in, this area might be an option. But as you can see, as this started to pull down, so price action actually went against it again, even though this was coming down. And then we started getting the breakdown, of course, and everything was rolling over. And you can see as the breakout starts to really break down, we never did have an entry, even though this was setting up. This never really gave us an entry. Everything showed that it was still coming down. We're waiting. So by the time we could start to think about trading, which is down here now, everything is all bearish. We're in basically breaking down into 21. Not very much, so we had to broke under the 200. And now we finally got the break here. And now we're also pushing back up on Stochs. Everything's already kind of played out. And as you can see, we reversed. And since then, everything's kind of gone flat. We needed to get above the 200 now on the 15-minute and above this 21. We're under both, so we're already bearish, and we're waiting for the bearish pattern to set up. We didn't get it. We got the close 1, 2, and yet right as we were looking at getting in, the price action broke back into the channel that we've been looking at all day, over the last couple of days. And here you go. So that's pretty much the kind of breakdown of looking at that 15-minute and really how the system that we always talk about, how it keeps you out of this price action and really saves you from this. Really, these two lines that I drew on here, this sideways. It's nice that it ran up, but all it really did was just take the people that were trying to run shorts through here, and they probably entered somewhere in here and put their stop somewhere right in this area, and they're hoping this was going to dump down. You can see that it broke out to it probably took them out and took money out of the market from that, and then broke right back through. The breaking back through is probably going right after that same thing, right? Guys that are trying to trade this tight channel. That had money this way, and they're probably analyzing this as the low. It's the same thing. They probably took profit or entry somewhere in this area, expect to have this run back up, and it came down and got pretty much both sides right now, and now we're back in that middle zone going into the weekend. So let's have to kind of watch to see how price action works out. But that is about it, guys. I'll say like and subscribe and hang out. Use this time to practice, like I said before, and analyze price action. A great way to do it is kind of what I'm doing right now. Just kind of verbalize it for yourself, walk through the price action throughout the day, set the key time frames, set the support and resistance on the charts. You can use the Kabroda trading battle box to get those key levels. I'm not showing you those today. I just kind of showed you quickly how to put it on. It's pretty cut and dry on when it's kind of doing what it's doing right now. And if it's going to start to break down, you would have saw a nice breakdown back test right up in this area. This would have back tested right in through here, and then started to show rollover. Right now, we are definitely been playing out bearish the rest of the day into the evening because we're underneath the 200 and we're really underneath this 21, and that'd be bearish for myself. We'll have to kind of see how this continues to play out, but this could start to roll over and put pressure down on the charts. Like I said, we'll just have to kind of play by ear and go from there. All right, guys, hope you're having a great weekend. Be careful here. Weekend could be always low volume, so kind of watch out trading that Saturday and Sunday, but definitely we'll start to take note on the Sunday night close with the weekly close and really start looking at Monday. But that's about it, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next recap. Talk to you soon.